What's going on, everybody? I'm Super Twonky, and welcome back to my Fallout 4 You Only Live Once run. Last time we made it into the Institute, met all the department heads as well as our son Father, and he gave us the quest to go capture an escaped synth at Libertalia. So that's what we'll be doing first, or one of the first things we'll be doing today. But before then, I did get a few requests on the last video to kind of give a recap of the build. So I'm just going to go over what my special is at right now, as well as the perks. So this is my kind of normal special stats with all of the boosts. We have Strength and Endurance being buffed by the Scav magazine that gives you +3 to each of those when your caps are below 100. And then Charisma we have at 4 naturally, and it's being boosted by the Newsboy cap. Intelligence is at 7, but it's being boosted by the Road Goggles. And then Agility we have at 11. Right now it's being boosted by the Pommel Horse, as well as I'm getting +2 from Well Rested. And I feel like I should be at 16 endurance because of Well Rested, but I'm guessing the You Only Live Once mod doesn't give you the +2 endurance bonus from Well Rested because it tends to fade fairly quickly, and this mod tends to not give you endurance buffs that are like super temporary. I think the Scav magazine is an exception to that because the mod author assumed that it would be more of a permanent thing, that you'd be controlling your caps after getting that magazine. And yeah, then we'll go over to the perks. I have 4 points in Armorer, mainly to get Ballistic Weave. 1 point in Strong Back. Under Perception, I've got all 5 ranks of Rifleman, 3 ranks of Locksmith. Under Endurance, we have 2 Chem Resistant, 1 in Aqua Girl, and all 3 in Adamantium Skeleton. Under Charisma, I've got the first 3 points of Lone Wanderer. For Intelligence, we have all 4 ranks of Gun Nut, primarily to get the top tier handmade rifle mods. 1 point in Science, I picked that up fairly early so I could craft the Recon Scope on a pipe pistol. And then all 4 ranks of Chemist. For Agility, all 5 ranks of Gunslinger, the first 4 ranks of Sneak. We have 2 ranks of Action Girl, all 3 ranks of Ninja, and the first rank of Quick Hands. And yeah, that's it for the perks. So there we go. And my health is at 466 out of 682. That's mainly from... It maybe could have been higher if I hadn't gotten hit by the ants at the Gauntlet at Nuka World, because I feel like if I hadn't gotten hit by those, I maybe would have been able to go down to -4 endurance from higher stages of hunger. Yeah, but that's what we're at here. In any case. So I think what I'm gonna do now, which I'll probably just end up cutting, is I'm just gonna go around and loot the place here at the Institute. There's a lot of valuable junk that has useful components like aluminum. So I'll just make sure we grab all of that, and then we will teleport away. Okay, so yeah, when you're in the Institute, you can teleport here to the CIT ruins. That's the only option available on survival mode. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head up to Red Rocket, and I'm gonna grab some supplies there, because Libertalia is... Where's Libertalia? Yeah, the Libertalia is right near Nordhagen Beach, so I'm gonna drop some supplies off there. And yeah, if I run up all the way to Red Rocket, I can then make a quick return trip by teleporting to the Institute and then to the CIT ruins, so it'll just be a one-way trip. And I think for now, there is some stuff I want to talk about, so I guess I can monologue while I sprint. But, yeah, I don't think I've really talked about factions so far. which now that we have officially met all of the factions seems like a good time to do so. But I think both from like a gameplay standpoint as well as being consistent with Yolanda's choices so far on this run, I'm going to be going with the Institute ending. So I'll be siding with the Institute. And I don't know, I think it's because a big reason is I think the final mission where you have to assault the Pridwin is an exciting and challenging one, so I think it's great for a You Only Live Once run. And then, I don't know, to me it makes sense with her character. So, I mean, we have someone who is a prominent figure with the Children of Adam. I'm the Inquisitor of Adam. I have a title with them. And I feel like because of that, my values probably don't align as much with someone like the Railroad. And I'm also overboss of the Nuka World Raiders. So that makes it so my values don't really align with, obviously, not the Minutemen, and not the Brotherhood of Steel either. The Brotherhood of Steel and either members of the Pack or the Operators will always be hostile toward each other. So I can't really side with the Brotherhood. So that only really leaves the Institute, and I don't know, I see the Institute as the best vehicle of all the factions for spreading the message of Adam. You know? Maybe I could convince them to create Children of Adam synths. And that will try to convert the people of the Commonwealth. Or something like that. It's the only faction that really gives you all the control. Where they put you in the leadership position as director of the Institute. And I feel like that's something that would appeal to Yolanda. So yeah, that's what we're going with. So, monologue over. Next time you see me, we will most likely be at Red Rocket. So while I'm here at Red Rocket, I noticed that there was a higher population than I had beds, so I built them this little shack here and put some beds inside there. As I should also check
We'll take care of the territory, boss.
the pick-me-up station.
After all, you put it in good hands.
And I'm gonna go ahead and craft Nuka Nukes. So I got 3 Nuka Nukes. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna retire the Biocom Mesh leather chest piece. I feel like as the run goes on, the less and less careful I'm gonna be. It's always really easy to be careful after you've made a mistake the first time, and then you kind of get into the habit of taking things more and more loosely as things go on. So I just feel like this is an unnecessary risk, and I think I have more than enough chems to last me the rest of the game. And we'll be freeing up 6.5 weight. I think I'm good to go. I think I've grabbed more than enough stuff here from Red Rocket, but as you can see, my carry weight is way over capacity. So I'm just gonna drop the Nuka Nukes. There's 6 of them, which means they'll be all in a stack. And then I can just... Oh, I can't carry them in front of me, because I need to teleport. Alright, we're gonna be taking the long way down. So, yeah, we'll just have these being carried in front of me, all the way down to Nordhagen Beach. Here's the plan. We run all the way down this path, which has been safe like every single time. Just this road here. And then we'll swim all the way through the river up into Nordhagen Beach. I don't anticipate there being any enemies along the way. I might stop by Hangman's Alley along the way just to double check and see if I have any Nuka Nukes there as well. Okay, here at Hangman's Alley, I am going to drop off some 7.62 rounds I picked up from Red Rocket. I want to store them here because Hangman's Alley is a more central location, so if I do run out of ammo, I can just kind of stop by here and refill. And then I noticed I have 13 normal mini nukes here. So if I check my aid items, I have 4 quantum here, which gives me a total of 19 that I'm carrying. So yeah, I'm gonna make a quick trip. I'm just gonna manually like carry these mini nukes in front of me over to Diamond City and turn them all into nukes, and then I'm gonna head back here, put them all in one stack, and we'll carry them down to Nordhagen Beach. And it appears that one is stolen, so we'll just carry 12, I guess. And I guess I'm a little concerned about crafting these because it means I'll be over encumbered while crafting them. So I think I'll just need to transfer enough stuff into the workbench while working on that I'm not over encumbered. And while I'm here, I'll make a few great mentats, and I apparently have enough stuff to make another berry mentats. I'll make a few buff tats as well, and a little bit more psycho buff. And why not? How about a refreshing beverage? Or I'll just make all the ones I can. And that's gonna put me at another level, which, again, I'm not totally sure what I want to spend it on, so I'll just save that point for now. And here we go. Alright, so I combined the stacks of nukes, and now we're just gonna take the river all the way down to Nordhagen Beach. I just need to be careful as I'm swimming that I don't make any really quick, jerky mouse movements, or else I could accidentally drop these in the water, and then they could be lost forever with how hard it is to see underwater. So I'm just gonna be careful of that as I swim all the way down to Nordhagen Beach. Alright, stored all my junk. Let's store that mini nuke and the fusion cells. I grabbed a few fusion cells because they are a component in the robot. The item you use to heal robots. I forget what it's called. So that's why I had those with me. Let's go ahead and store the nuke launcher. And I don't feel like I need the synth relay grenades on me right now. And I stored a few other items as well, mainly aid items like chems, which I can use this chem station to craft a few more if I feel like I need them. Let me just do a double check here. Make sure I'm good. I could possibly use more buff tats, I guess. I'm also running really low on jet fuel, but I don't have any flamer fuel here, so maybe I'll just make sure to have all the jet on hand, so I can craft that somewhere else. But yeah, for now, I guess we'll go ahead and meet up with the Courser. And also keep in mind there is a Mirelurk Hunter somewhere around here. I think I'm avoiding it. If not, it's probably not that big of a deal. If it does happen to pop up out of the ground at me. But I think it's more down south from here. So, as far as I know, this place should already be clear. There might be a couple new raiders that spawn.
I'm ready to move in, man.
But I'm thinking maybe the Brotherhood might end up being the most annoying part if they send a vertebrate over here.
88. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, ma'am.
Alright. Don't need any of that. I'm not sure if he triggers mines, but just in case, I'm gonna make sure I grab all of these off the ground so I don't accidentally get killed by this dude. Is that one more over there? I swear I thought I saw another mine somewhere. One more right there. Alright. Let's grab that real quick. Okay, so we're probably not going to get blown up. And yeah, like I said, it doesn't seem like there are much in the way of raiders here anymore. The one with the fat man is certainly gone. There could be a few on the boat, I think. I haven't done this mission a whole lot in the past after clearing out Libertalia completely. But I feel like I remember there being 2 random raiders on the boat itself, but none out here when that has happened. So that's kind of what I'm going with. And no one out here so far. But we're gonna probably want to be careful once we get to the actual boat. It looks like even the spotlights I had shot out are still gone. And yeah, I'll just be a bit careful going through here. Make sure no potential raiders get the jump on me. Still some dead bodies. Yeah, and everything's all still looted too. Anyone in here? Went over by the chem bench. Huh. I thought for sure there would be someone here. Okay, just X688. Okay, looks like we're free to go.
Hold up a moment, ma'am. There's something important I need to tell you.
I'm listening.
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
Good. I'd like to avoid any unnecessary violence.
Well, he might not be alone up there. Violence might be inevitable. That's all, ma'am.
Hey, inevitable violence, I'm all good for. Alright, this might be a little bit tricky. Because there are... Like, the main synth Gabriel is no problem, but he's got 2 buddies that I'm gonna need to take out before they get any shots on me.
Well judging by your gear, I'm gonna guess you 2 are agents just like me. So, made it to the top. Is the Institute so desperate for resources and stealing blood?
B592 initialize factory reset. Authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon.
Well, that was no problem.
Nice work. I'll take this thing back. This is X688, ready to relay the reclaimed synth B592.
You snooze, you lose, fellas. Don't need the bottle caps. And, yeah, I guess we just teleport from here back to the Institute.
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
Well, better go deliver them then.
I wouldn't be
Don't let me hold you back.
Son?
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
Gabriel and his gang were sick bastards, hanging their victims up like trophies. I'm just glad it's over.
While we can do nothing for Gabriel's victims, we can at least take comfort in the knowledge that the threat has been removed. But enough about that. The task is done, and you've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities. Go and have a look.
Alright, well, I'll have to go check out our quarters.
Your new quarters are here, ma'am.
I think we just have to kind of step inside, look around, and then we should get the next mission.
When you're finished here, ma'am, father wants to see you.
Yeah, I'll grab a few things here, and then let's go back to Father.
Sean?
Hello, Mother. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
After everything I've been through to find you, I think you already know.
I'm sorry, Mother. Of course, you're right. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. They no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
They're crazy, thinking machines are alive.
Agreed. However noble they may believe themselves to be, they are thieves. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Sounds pretty simple.
Hopefully, yes. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
Hey, I'll act quickly. You can count on me.
You'll have a contact waiting for you just outside Bunker Hill. Good luck.
And this mission, I don't know, I'm not usually critical of Fallout 4. It is, like, my favorite game ever, probably. It's definitely the game I have the most hours in. I think maybe if there was a close second, it would be like Borderlands 2 or Final Fantasy X. But I feel like Battle of Bunker Hill, while it is kind of neat to have like a big battle between all the factions, and it's kind of neat to see them all fighting against each other, the mission itself was a little disappointing. What you do in it doesn't seem to matter at all, as you'll soon see if you're not aware of already. And I'm tired. I should probably find a place to sleep here soon. Yeah, I'm close to Hangman's Alley, so I'll just sleep there for now, and then we'll continue on with the mission. No Aqua Raiders this time, so hopefully they learned their lesson. And yeah, we're just swimming down to the quest marker, where we'll talk with the synth, or the courser that's waiting for us. And there is a speech check I want to pass, so before the conversation, let's get into the fashionable glasses and take a Great Mentats. And thirsty, I'm gonna go ahead and take a refreshing beverage. That'll totally clear my thirst.
I've been waiting for you.
Yeah. The line at the car wash? Super long. Took me forever.
Your attempt at humor is wasted. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved.
Sure.
The situation appears to have escalated. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear?
Hey, I'm gonna need some of your grenades. Hand them over.
Very well. Our targets are being sheltered by a man named Stockton.
Hey, I know him.
Limited backup will be available to us.
Right?
Here are the recall codes. Follow me. SRB intelligence reports indicate...
Yeah, that's how we're gonna complete this mission. And now all we have to do is talk to Father. But I think before doing that... Careful, guys. Alright, I am in danger from something. I'm just gonna swim away here. Who am I in danger from? I'm not enemies with the railroad, or the Brotherhood. Or the Institute, really, right? I kind of want to see who is hostile to me. Is it the Brotherhood? Maybe because I haven't joined them yet, they're just automatically hostile? Let me just see if I can get a few VATS scans to see who's highlighted in red. Unfortunately, that vertebrate seems to be too far away. Because if it's the railroad, it shouldn't be the railroad. Alright, can I get close enough to see without being detected? Alright, it's not the railroad. So it's, I feel like it's either the Brotherhood or the Institute. Maybe some of the Institute people saw me kill the Courser. Because if the Institute is hostile to me, that could complicate things. Alright, I'm in hidden now. Just want to get a little bit close. Okay. That vertebrate has gone down. Can I see anyone? Holy crap. Another vertebrate. Still not close enough to see. Okay, vertebrate is hostile. Got it. So, the Brotherhood doesn't like me, probably because they don't even really know me. So, I'm just going to try to stay out of their way. Hey, there's someone from the pack. A little bit random. How's it going, guys? Alright, since I'm in the area, I'm just gonna make a quick detour over here to the Institute. Or not the Institute, to the railroad. Okay. But yeah, everyone's friendly.
Hey, it's Whisper. Whisper's back.
I am.
I need you, bro. Glad you're with us.
How's it going, guys? Don't mind
You're
me.
Whisper, aren't you?
I'm just
I've been
finding a
looking
few
for you.
places to put down
Name's
some
Officer.
mines.
Boss called me in on account of some
Nothing
rumors making their
suspicious.
way to the Commonwealth. Heard.
You gotta be careful, man. The Institute is everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Just in case Tinker Tom goes over here.
Tinker Tom's cooking up something. Hope it goes better than last time.
One more hour till my shift ends.
I suppose you're here for my medical.
I'm feeling overdue for some reconstructive surgery. Ooh, maybe I'll go blonde next time. I could use some fun.
Yeah, sounds like a plan, Deacon. Not sure what that was, Tinker Tom,
Sure,
but
never fun. It's all alright.
glad you seem to be doing alright. Let's put one more there, in case anyone decides to sit on the couch.
Are you injured?
Agent identified. Another DIA cache awaits recovery.
Yeah, that's great, Pam. I'll get right on that, I'm sure.
What is it?
Okay. I think that should be
Deacon's record is the best.
just about fine. And then... how do we want to do this? Some of them are still alive? Who's still alive after that? Alright, well... I want to make sure that oh, it's Glory. Oh, snap. It's like the worst person to be alive, but I think she's crippled. See if I can hit her with a few grenades. Where are you at, Glory? Crap. Well, that wasn't quite according to plan. Shoot. Should have put more mines near Glory. Only 7 damage so far. Alright, is this worth the Berry Mentats? I feel like it might be. Although, hopefully... I can get her... hopefully I can get her after going down to Hidden, maybe? A little more complicated than I was hoping for. There she is. Okay. Only 7 damage from what I saw. So I'm at 468. Still not bad. Not great, but nothing to worry too much about. Not sure what I just picked up. I don't need a minigun. I'll see if there's anything I can loot. Pam is down. She had nothing on her, apparently. Okay, well, Railroad has been taken care of. Let's head back to Jean. I am a little disappointed in myself for getting hit just there. But all things considered, that's like being in danger and having Glory be the last one alive. That's I can't be too harsh on myself about it. Like, getting away with only 7 damage is a pretty good outcome, considering the circumstances. And we'll just go over here to CIT Ruins. I think it's fine if I just go into the front door, and I can just sneak off to the side without getting detected by the super mutants. Alright, yeah, synths are still friendly to me, so just double checking to make sure they're not hostile after taking out the Courser. And we'll go talk to Father.
You know, In all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
It's not so bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps. But at a cost too great to be worth it. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
They kept me alive, too?
They did, indeed. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
You could have let me out decades ago.
Until I became director, I had no idea you were there. And after, there was initially no logical reason to do so. Certainly, it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it has everything else. Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Well, here I am. Was it worth it?
I believe so. Soon, I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
I shot the courser you sent to meet me there?
We were totally ambushed. They were waiting for us.
You can imagine that I find that very hard to believe, given that all the intelligence leading up to this indicated we'd taken them by surprise. Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this? They had no way of knowing what was going on.
Hey, I had nothing to do with the Brotherhood.
The directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
I'm not sure where that random 400 experience came from, but I guess I'll take it. So yeah, let's attend this meeting, shall we? What's up, y'all? Just a bunch of scientists here. No one looking like they're out of place at all.
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is she doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified.
Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious.
They are?
SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
I find that hard to believe, considering what just happened to the railroad.
Safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
I don't think so.
It's all right. I wouldn't expect you to have. The project has been classified from the beginning. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
In this world, I'm sure compromise is necessary.
Quite right. For far too long, we've been dependent on others. On our surroundings. That time is over. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Sounds like an important step.
Well, that's an understatement. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I am not overly fond of putting my own mother in harm's way, she has proven more than capable of handling herself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
Please, everyone, please. I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
There must be something we can do to help you.
The only thing that matters now is continuing the Institute's work. It will be all right. I assure you, we can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my mother as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious.
Really? Seems a poor choice.
Glory to Adam.
Possibly justify this.
Oh,
She isn't
I
one
just
of us.
felt like chiming
She isn't
in
even
there.
a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my mother has already proven herself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those guys...
I have proven myself more than capable. You guys ever been to Nuka World?
We don't usually welcome outsiders.
I had no idea.
I
know
hope you can
this is-
appreciate your good fortune.
Well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Mother. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I can do the job.
Of course you can.
More than fine.
That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and talk to Allie Fillmore, just to get this going.
Dr. Fillmore.
And she's right
Busy
here.
day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go over the details. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
Consider it done.
I'll consider it done when I've got it in my hands. I'm going with you.
No way. You're not going. You'd be a liability.
Well, that's about the most insulting thing I've heard in a while.
But it's true.
Okay, you're on your own then. Good luck. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and they'll get you over to mass fusion in a flash. Pun sort of intended.
Alright, so now we have the mass fusion mission. But before I do that, there's something else we need to take care of, because that mission's going to make the Brotherhood of Steel enemies with us, which might already be the case considering how Bunker Hill went, but just in case, before we make more enemies, I feel like we need to make sure that the Automatron DLC is taken care of, because I'd rather not do the Automatron DLC while vertibirds are going to be hostile to me in addition to the roaming overpowered robots and whatever that raider gang that is involved in Automatron is. I'm totally drawing a blank on their name. But yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so it didn't really give me a map marker, but I know where to go anyway. So let's save Ada from some hostile robots. I do wonder how many of these raiders I can take down maybe from here. This could be worth it. And I can always just run away in the water if I get in danger or they start blind firing too much. There's one up there, but I don't think that'll be too much of a problem if they notice. Let's just see. And that guy doesn't even care. Oh. Come on out. Oh. Yeah, there's the blind fire. And we're now in hidden again. I feel like that's probably most of them, right? Because it would be nice to just be able to run through here without any chance of getting noticed. I feel like there's probably that one up there, but they shouldn't be too big of a deal. Let's just check it out. Possible there's still another raider up in this general area, but if there is, they probably would have noticed that. Oh, I'm in caution. Okay, we have a raider scum. I'm thinking that's probably it now. There is still the turret, so I think that might be why my hidden brackets would move. But I'll still sneak just in case. And I'm not gonna bother... Yeah, I think we're good. I'm not gonna bother looting that raider that was up in the building. It just feels like a waste of time. But let's go ahead and take down the turret. And yeah, hidden brackets looking good. Pretty good. Huh, there's usually a dead settler body here. It must have despawned. And assuming that Bunker Hill is now clear of warring factions, I can stop by there and we can deliver, was it Savoldi's grandpa's hat, to complete that quest and get that item out of my inventory. Hopefully everything's fine. Oh, it's still locked. Huh, maybe I should just do that later. It might require like a day or two to reset or something. Alright, hearing some gunfire. There is a random encounter up here. Oh, we have disciples. No. Take care of them. Maybe we can see what they're fighting against. And hopefully some of them have some more ammo. A little bit more. Oh, they're fighting against some ghouls. No legendary ghouls, though. Oh well. Okay, here we go. About to spawn a bunch of robots. Robot random encounters. So that'll make things a little bit interesting from here on out. But first, we need to take down this crew of robots here. Hopefully without too much trouble. I think I should be able to snipe them from a distance. Alright, one of them's a legendary. So let's run away. And yeah, I'm just gonna go back into hidden before I get any closer. Because if a legendary robot comes after me, that is gonna be bad news with how they explode. Okay, I'm guessing the explosion we heard not that long ago was the legendary. Yeah, we're in hidden now. So, that's cool. We'll have a legendary item to check out. And yeah, I don't know if I've really talked about it, but the only ammo I'm really picking up at this point are 38 rounds, fusion cells, and 5mm rounds. As I have room for this stuff. Might as well. The fusion cells because of the robot repair kits. Where's the legendary at? Ah, here we go. Poisoner's metal right leg. Don't care.
My friends did not survive the attack.
Just sick.
Thank you for assisting. I was certain to meet my end here as well.
Are you okay?
Physically, the damage is minor, but I am registering sadness and anger at the loss of my friends. It may sound strange coming from a robot, but they were my family. Again, I thank you for your efforts. I know they would have thanked you as well.
I'm sorry for your loss.
My name is Ada. This was the third time we've been attacked by robots like these. Even with the weapon and detection upgrades Jackson gave me, I was unable to defend them.
Tell me about these robots.
They roam the Commonwealth and claim to be restoring order. We've seen them fighting raiders, but they've also attacked innocents, settlers, merchants, and caravans like ours. We knew we ran the risk of encountering more of these hostile robots if we stayed in the Commonwealth. If only we had made the decision to leave.
You couldn't have known something like this would happen.
The probability of attack was high. I should have forced our departure. In recompense, I will seek justice for my friends and stop these robots from causing further harm. It's time to uncover the source and confront their leader, the Mechanist.
You'll need help if you want to succeed.
I'm aware of this. You have shown willingness to aid others. I ask that you please assist me in stopping this Mechanist. In return, I can give you the schematics to build your own robot workbench, so you have additional resources in this undertaking.
You want revenge, don't you?
I admit my goal is twofold. Stopping the Mechanist both protects the Commonwealth and allows me to avenge my fallen friends. I won't rest until I see this threat dissolved. I owe it to them. Now, we last saw a group of the Mechanist robots at the General Atomics factory. You may find information there that will lead us to the Mechanist. I will follow and assist with your permission.
Not right now.
Perhaps there's a place I may be of use until you return.
Alright, we're gonna send her to Nordhagen Beach.
I'm familiar with the settlement. Hopefully, I may be of some use there.
Cool. And now we can build the robot workbench. And I'll grab... Holy crap, 9 missiles. I'll just grab a few random things around here. And then I think what I'm gonna do is before going to...
I suggest we take as much as we can carry.
Before going to the General Atomics factory, I believe, I'm gonna make a stop by Nordhagen Beach. Just to make... I want to make sure I have some defenses there, because I think if Ada's living there, and there's enough food and water in the workbench, it will be prone to attacks, so I'd like to have some turrets there. And it's fairly close by. Like, we can go here and then just swim across to the factory. But that's probably going to be what we do at the beginning of the next episode. I think this will be good for now. I think this is a good stopping spot. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next episode, which will be this Friday. Have a good one.